How we all getting along today? Well, I hope everybody had a good Christmas. As for me and the little wife, we packed up and went south for a couple weeks, avoid the nasty weather and what have you. And so we ended up down here in Kill, Mississippi. Nice little place. I guess it's made famous by some football player, quarterback. I'm not too familiar with football, but he's supposed to be pretty revered in this area. He's since retired. So I've been putting some thought. I was chastised and corrected in the comments on one of my recent videos about the improper use of the word abandon. And I've never been an English scholar and, have a very limited grasp of the English language. So I'm going to try to refrain from using the word abandon. I'm going to use deserted, maybe cast off. But I did look that up, and that is the definition. So I may have been using it proper. But what we have here is a deserted camp out here in Bayou LaTerre. I hope I didn't mispronounce that and butcher it too bad, but I'm going to consider this one abandoned. We're going to take a little look around. Looks like she's had some hurricane damage, probably why it may have been left. Here's the road that came into it. It's definitely since grown up, no access. Kind of a cute little place tucked away in here in the bayou. Got a nice stream running behind it. You look there, you can tell somebody put some time into that. Got a nice little garden there. It's got a steel frame around it, like a circular frame. Got a little plastic wishing well out there and another little wooden wishing well on the other side. I'd walked back in here a while ago and I found it amazing that nobody has disturbed it. In my neck of the woods, the damn crackheads would have done stripped it for every ounce of copper and anything that wasn't bolted down, nailed down, or anything they could pack off. Another little flower bed there. You can see the metal framing. She's definitely not been in use for a while. Kind of a neat place. Got the glass up there at the top. You can see where they pulled the electrical service on it. So at one time she had electricity run into her. But yeah, I go back to my original statement. I was just amazed that it is still here in the state that it's in, just the way she was left. None of the windows are broke out for, say, other than the storm damage. Kind of a neat little place. Steps are kind of going to hell, but I think she had some high water in here. You can see, I ain't gonna walk on up there, but the door's bolted shut just the way she was left. Got an outbuilding over there. All still locked up just the way she was left. Oh, one thing I thought was cool. I'm gonna have to do a little research and find out what kind of vines those are. But that is just the neatest thing. I hadn't seen anything like that before. Nice twisted up, pretty, wouldn't, almost looks like it wasn't, nature. Nature does some pretty amazing things. Got a little rock garden feature there and a kid swing set out there in the bush. Got a little metal outbuilding, just makes you wonder what's in there, but by the looks of it, nobody's broke into it. Just left her the way she was. I don't know whether that's out of respect or out of fear. Got us a ventilation fan up there and windows all along the top with screen windows. Pretty neat little camp at one time. Bet there were some good times had here. Looked like she had a little hurricane damage there, maybe a little water up underneath ever blew the side of it out down here. But heck, that's just storage anyway. Seems like I'm always finding something to poke around no matter where I go. There's the roof off of a building and a faux chimney, but it doesn't look to be this structure. So I don't know whether that washed in here from somewhere else or whether there was another structure here. Got a neat old wheelbarrow over there sunk in the sand. Got the old crank out windows. That's probably 1960s, 1970s vintage there. Windows on this end are open. Looked like the roof pretty much intact. Other soffit's starting to rot out over there. bicycle tucked away in there. You can see a little basket off the front of it laying there in the sand. Probably some girl's bike. A couple old wooden ladders. Yeah, the floor structure and everything's in good shape. Like I said, all that wiring and stuff that you can see sticking down from the floor would have been long gone in my neck of the woods. Got kind of a washout through here. Down tree in the backyard. Kind of hard to pick your way through here. Neat way of life down here, a lot different than what we live. I think I'd be totally happy out here living off, trash pandas and what fish you can catch. Kind of a little cooking area over here. Probably the last thing I show. You could tell that the cooking area was built before whatever storm or whatever came in. Washed out this slough through here. Hell, that's 4 foot deep. Got a little cooking area, table, brick, well, I guess you'd call that a fireplace. Got a gas cook stove. I don't know whether that's just been left there or whether they actually had propane hooked up to her. Well, I'm just going to leave her the way I found her, and it just seems like everybody else has done the same. So I don't know whether that's out of respect or out of fear. Hell, there may be some, lore and legend to this area where you must leave things like this alone. Rougarou and what have you. Heard a couple things over across the creek there last night, making some banging noises and good things carrying on. I just stayed in the house where it was safe. Well, I hope y'all had a good Christmas, and I will try to be a better person and grasp a better command of the English language and try not to make the same mistakes. Y'all have a good one.